Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So this is your help video for the Novel of Choice project for American Literature. So we're just going to spend the next few minutes reading through the assignment sheet and kind of talking you through each step so that you know exactly what you need to do in order to be successful and earn an A on this final project. So the Novel of Choice project for American Literature, it's due Friday, May the 11th. So in this project, you'll create a presentation that reflects what we've learned through, this year in American Lit. So you can create your project using PowerPoint or Prezi or Google Slides. You know, we're open to other options. So if you want to use a different program to, you know, put together your presentation or your assignment, that's totally fine. Just make sure you get your teacher's approval ahead of time. But you're already approved to either use PowerPoint, Prezi, or Google Slides. So the project requirements, if you are doing the Novel of Choice project, you'll have 8 slides total. The first slide is your title slide. That's worth 6 points, and you'll need to include your name, the novel name, the author's name, and an image. So it can be a book cover or something that you feel represents the book. So, you know, you can, obviously it's fine to use the book cover, but if you want to be a little more symbolic with that image on your title slide, get creative. You know, you can definitely do that. Next slide will be your summary slide. This is where you're going to talk about the book. It should be a well-written paragraph, so it should adhere to all standard English grammar and convention usages. So be sure that, you know, your words are spelled correctly, punctuation, capitalization, all that good stuff. And it should be a well-developed paragraph, so 5 to 8 sentences, okay? Your third slide is going to be your evaluation slide. So give us your opinion. Did you like the novel? Was it good? I mean, sometimes, you know, novels are great. Sometimes we read a book and it's kind of like, you know, we're left wanting more. We just, you know, maybe we read the entire thing just so that we can get through it, you know, and see if it turns out better, but we end up kind of disappointed. And that's totally valid. There's been hundreds of books that Miss Henderson, you know, has read in the past that I wasn't necessarily a fan of. But you know, still one of those things you don't know until you read it, right? So give us your opinion. Did you like the novel? Explain why or why not. And guys, with this, don't just say, yes, I like the novel. It was written well. No, that is not an explanation as to why you like the novel. We want specific details. So, yes, I thoroughly enjoyed The Great Gatsby because the character of Daisy, you know, I really connected with that character. And then tell us why. Why did you connect with Daisy? So that's an example. We want specific details. Use textual evidence to back up your answer. And this paragraph should be 5 to 8 sentences. So with your textual evidence, you want to follow the MLA format. Where you know, have your lead-in, your quote, and then the page number followed in parentheses. So, okay, slide number 4, 2 text connections slides. So in these you're going to have 2 slides. On these slides, you must make a connection to 2 of the texts below with your novel. So 1 per slide. Each slide should contain textual evidence of the connections. So you're going to take the novel of your choice that you read and somehow connect it to any of the choices that you see on the board. And you're going to do that twice. Okay? So for example, on one of the slides, you could have your novel choice, and then compare it to The Great Gatsby. And be sure that you write a well-developed paragraph, 5 to 8 sentences, using textual evidence to support that connection. And then you're going to do the same thing again. Okay, so 2 text connection slides. Literary term connection slides. So, and these slides, you're going to choose 3 of the literary terms below and show an example of each from your novel. So make sure to cite examples and include an explanation of how the example shows the term. So it's okay if this is just a sentence or two long as your explanation is clear. So if you are very clear with how it connects, this can just be a couple of sentences. But just know that, you know, if you have to make sure that connection is clear. Okay, so you can choose from theme, tone, mood, foreshadowing, tragic flaw, imagery, flashback, rhetorical devices, and last but not least, rhetorical techniques. So you're going to do 3 of those slides. Okay. All right, last but certainly not least, your images. This is worth 16 points. The last slide include a relevant image. I'm sorry, this is not the last slide. This should be on each slide. Include a relevant image on each slide. So try to be creative, guys. Don't just, you know, plop a picture of, you know, Jay Gatsby on a slide where you talk about the Great Gatsby. I mean, you can do that, but it's not very creative, and, you know, get creative. You guys have plenty of time to work on this project. So try to find images that are somehow symbolic, maybe that represent the themes or some of the conflicts in the stories. So possible novel choice sites. There's a couple of sites here that you can click on to look through some possible novel choices. At this point, though, if you're an avid reader, I know I have a lot of avid readers in my class. You may have already read a book this year that you would like to do this project on. And if that's so, you just need to make sure you get the book, the novel of your choice, approved by your teacher. So you have to get it approved by your American Lit teacher. But that's a good place to start. If you want to do this project and you haven't read a novel outside of class this year, then check these 2 links out, and you'll have 3 weeks to work on this, so you have plenty of time to read a new novel technically and do the project. All right, guys, so if you have any questions, feel free to email Miss Angie Chambliss. So each American Lit teacher has taken the point of lead for different, we signed up for, you know, the various choices, but Miss Angie Chambliss is the teacher that's going to be working in the breakout rooms with you for the Novel of Choice project. So her email is achambliss@gacyber.org. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.